welcome to our weekly meeting. I'm Jeff Donohue, the Chief Medical Officer for Cocoa Vida. We appreciate you joining us this week. We're gonna spend some time on stress because which one of us doesn't have that as part of our daily American lives? I mean, just look at what COVID's done. Look at the typical American lifestyle. What that looks like. We're always striving for more, striving for better. So we always tend to battle that stress issue. And that hormone that we discuss in stress is cortisol. So if you're familiar with cortisol, it's one of the fight or flight hormones. I tell people you're running from a fire or you win the lottery or go through a divorce, it doesn't really matter. They all evoke that response and you release cortisol. The issue is that this cortisol can remain very elevated and cause inflammation in the body. And that inflammation can turn into medical issues. So we see folks all the time with abdominal weight gain and palpitations and insomnia and joint pain. And you talk to these folks and get a little bit of history and you realize that they've been through something. They have had stress, or it could be an acute issue. It could be chronic stress. We at Cocoa Vida, one of our attempts is to try to help manage that, and we've come across some great products for that. We have a fantastic hemp-based CBD type products that work very well for stress management. That's just a piece of the puzzle. It's very important as you're working through this stress that you have proper sleep, you drink plenty of water, that you exercise, but don't over exercise. It's just not as simple as I'm going to take a pill, take a drop, take a tablet, and I'm going to be better. So much of this is about, realigning your priorities, making sure your stress is managed through all kinds of modalities. Let me speak about exercise and that component about stress. If you're running from a fire during your life, why would you go climb a mountain as exercise? Why would you go run a marathon? Why would you go swim, for 10 miles? You make sure you incorporate yoga and Pilates and walking and Tai Chi, karate, prayer, whatever that case may be, with it has a more of a settling effect. The beauty of a CBD type product is it will help balance that cortisol. It does help inflammation. It will help you sleep. It does have positive effects on your cortisol. So we do believe that's a big component here, but how you manage your life is also as important, if not more. So don't forget that, the general concepts of stress management through sleep and exercise and drinking plenty of fluids, and remove yourself from that situation that's provoking all that stress. As we go through this and we have these weekly discussions, and we'll give you guys information on how to contact us, and we can help lead us into other talks you may want to hear. Please feel free to reach out with questions if you feel like in the future. I'm glad to answer those. We'll bring in guests and we'll have some other discussions, but just felt we ought to start this with stress and management of such. So we look forward to having these conversations with you guys on a weekly basis. So for today, we appreciate you joining. And again, I'm Jeff Donohue, CMO of Cocoa Vida. You can reach us at cocoavida.com and look at all of our products, which, by the way, we'll be adding many, many more as we move along. So we appreciate your time and look forward to future conversations. Thank you.
Amazing. So thank you so much, Dr. Donohue. One question: what are symptoms of stress? So if somebody,
sure,
if we can touch on
symptoms of stress, we can monitor stress we do a lot of cortisol through saliva or through urine. That's a laboratory way to look at it, but you could also be manifest as heart racing away. Your blood pressure can go up, sweaty palms, you feel jittery, nervous, anxious. All these type things can be a product of a immediate stress, but also if you have chronic stress, then we see fatigue, in the terms fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. A lot of these are from chronic stress, that you don't get under control. So it could be acute or it could be chronic.
All right. So when it comes to like a topic like your sense of humor, so people who are stressed might lack sense of humor, or what is I felt like I get not so humoristic if I'm stressed.
Sure. Well, if your anxiety, again, you're in this fight or flight mode. You're thinking about survival. You're not thinking about making people laugh or climbing a mountain. You're thinking about, I got to get through this moment. So you become more withdrawn, more internal, less friendly, more moody, if that's the term you want to use. And that's in the immediate phase. But also just think about if you've had chronic stress, you just want to be left alone. You're tired, you have no energy, you don't have any drive or motivation for the day. So our goal is to keep that stress managed, not too high and not chronic. So besides humor, yeah, I mean, joy in life. You could also lose that zest for life just from stress itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not fun so you can actually be depressed
Absolutely.
of stress. You can
Absolutely.
depression.
Yeah, and the chronic stress person, we'll do these saliva or urinary measures of cortisol, and normally cortisol goes up in the morning, then comes back down as the day progresses. But these chronic stresses, they're very flat. They're unemotional, uninterested, no libido, no drive, just kind of want to sit and be left alone. I tell those folks, okay, you need to go live on an island and eat organic for 6 months, escape reality, take a bunch of CBD and go pray and you'll breathe air and you'll get better. But who can go do that? Besides Tibor, who can go do that? Not me, for sure.
Yeah, you could do that. So, Dr. Donohue, how do you get stressed yourself as a doctor?
Of course. It's part of part of our daily life. We're dealing with people's life and death situations, their struggles, their battles. And besides, when I leave, I go home. I have a life. I have family. I have children and wife to deal with. So, what I have myself and plenty of my patients do is I put myself on my schedule. I'll say, okay, Jeff, from 5:30 to 6, that's your time. Go to the gym, go for a walk, go do Tai Chi, go do yoga, play soccer, whatever things I like to do. And I tell my patients to do the same. Put yourself on your schedule. Make sure you devote 30 minutes to an hour to yourself every day as part of your health and wellness.
So is it any part of the day that works better? Have you seen any studies about that? When to?
Yeah, there are. Mornings tends to be better. But at the end of the day, I'll take it whenever you can give it. If you got to go to work and it's all you got is from 6 to 6:30, take it. There's lots of data on longevity in exercise, lots of data on longevity and stress management. So whatever it takes for you to find that time, it's not optimal to go from 8 to 8:30 at night to the gym. But if that's all you got, then some's better than none.
The amazing thing with the cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system, you have studied this, so what CBD and cannabinoids in general can do for combat stress, right?
Absolutely. There's receptors for CBD cannabinoids all over the body. Every organ of the body, there's these receptors, and these receptors specifically, a lot of them, homeostasis. We use this term. If you're really high, bring it down low. If you're low, bring it into balance. So that CBD is very great at homeostasis, great at balance. So for that person that's super stressed, or the person that's really fatigued, helps bring you back to the middle. It's called an adaptogen. That's what we're looking to, is readapt the body to a more of a balanced system. So I do believe it's absolutely part of this healing process, the CBD type products, and sleep and exercise and prayer and all the other things that we mentioned before.
Right. That's so good. Nuggets of the week with Dr. Donohue. That's amazing, Dr. Donohue. Thank you so much for
thank you.
Insight. And you've been a doctor for quite a while, so you know these things. You have a lot of patients with stress, right?
You're saying I'm old, is what it sounds like.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I've been doing a traditional family practice since 1996, and then functional medicine since around 2005. So, functional medicine, we try to go make you have less stress. But why don't we work at the functionally what got you there in the first place? Stress management through taking, exercise and sleep and stress and all those other. There's other ways to manage this other than here's a pill. And traditional medicine, it's here's a pill that's going to make you better. We're going to try to work you guys through some other ways to do that.
Yeah, we love our customers, we love our community, and
absolutely,
it's amazing. So, Dr. Donohue, thank you so much from your busy schedule.
Thank you.
This video, and we can't wait for the next topic.
See you guys soon. Thanks so much.